It is Danny Sunshine Bauer, and in today's video, we talk about tips for listening and tips for debating. Enjoy it in just a sec. Hey everybody, Danny here from Better Leaders, Better Schools with my friend Jethro Jones from the Transformative Principal. And if you watch the intro to this video, you know we're talking about debating and listening today. So Jethro, we're going to start with you, some tips for debating.
So debating sounds like to a lot of people a negative thing, especially people in education.
Ooh.
But yeah, I just don't think that it's quite that bad. Like, it's okay to have vigorous debate in your meetings. And one thing that I keep forgetting to plug is Michael Hyatt's no fail meetings. I forgot what it was called. Sorry, Michael. But no fail meetings.
I don't think you watch this. It's okay.
He probably doesn't.
He's not in the school leader niche. It's okay.
That's right. So he is a lot of the things I'm taking are from this also, and sometimes debating can be really, really beneficial. Now, especially for school leaders, what you can do is you can withhold your information until the end and let the conversation happen, or you can share your information at the beginning and then jump into dissenting roles, which I think is a really powerful strategy, especially for leaders to kind of throw your people off. Because when you're the leader, people are like, oh yeah, we're going to agree with what the leader says, even if it's a bad idea. Sometimes that happens.
Exactly.
So sometimes you do a dissenting role, which I think is really powerful. And, you know, often in my meetings, I say, you know, we're going to talk about this, and I'm going to throw out 3 different ideas that are totally off the wall and weird and aren't ever going to work. And we're just going to see what sticks. And sometimes those crazy ideas actually work out because they're the best idea. And then the other part of that is really fighting for the best idea, so that it's not just your idea, but it's the best idea out there. And if you can do that effectively, then it builds trust, and people see that you are willing to go after what is a good idea first and foremost. So those are 3 tips for debating, but there's an alternate side to that, which is listening. And why don't you tell us about listening?
Happy to do that. I just want to say that of those 3 tips you shared, I love that dissenting voice one, because you're right. People say yes to you just because you're the boss, you're the principal, whatever. And that's a fake yes. Like, that doesn't mean they want to own the work or actually implement. And I love and admire a leader who is confident and secure in his or her leadership enough to ask, push back, right? And if you say, hey, people push back, they might not feel comfortable doing that. Maybe, I don't know. I can't talk to your culture, but the script might be, Jethro, argue why we shouldn't move forward with this project. You know, I want you to tell me all the reasons why we should not move forward with this initiative. And especially too, pick somebody who's normally on your side and is like always glowing over everything that you do. And that's just, it's beneficial for everybody, because it pushes you to think a little more deeper. And it's probably still the best idea, probably the way you should move forward. But just to open it up that way makes you say, like, just because it's my idea or whatever doesn't make me invincible, and that we're going to ignore. Like, we are really going to let the best idea win. But in terms of tips for listening, we'll just go super fast. Don't interrupt. So let others finish their thought, except for those long-winded individuals, right? So that, if you remember a few videos ago, we talked about the Heineken horse, that they would say, like, you're beating a dead horse. And I think that's a great tool. I struggle with this. Don't interrupt. That's tough for me. It's because I always have so much great stuff to add to a conversation. No, it's okay. It'll be fine. Don't listen to the answer, right? Or don't listen to answer, listen to understand, right? So a lot of times you're engaged in a conversation and you're just waiting to make that point. No, seek to understand, reflect back, paraphrase. That's why you need to listen, or to listen a little bit better. Like I just said, paraphrase, check for accuracy, make eye contact. Some people are not comfortable so much with that. You need to get more comfortable looking people in the face. Doesn't mean stare into their soul, for 30 minutes. You can avert your eyes from time to time. At the very least, you got to be much better than don't be in your, on your devices and engage there. That just says I could care two, what, beep about you. So make eye contact. Don't doodle or snooze.
Get a sound effect that is a big bleep for that.
I'm sure it's in ScreenFlow, so we should. Sure I think what you mean is we should start cussing on the show.
No, I don't mean that. I mean, we should give the appearance of it.
We should give the appearance. Gotcha. Okay. Don't doodle or snooze. Be on devices. Check your body language too. So that's just a quick body scan. You don't even necessarily have to close your eyes, but just feel, is there tension anywhere? Am I frowning? Am I scowling when somebody's saying something? Am I smiling? Am I welcoming, inviting? So scan your body. Ask non-leading questions. We're going to talk about that in the next video, but don't look to just confirm your opinion. Ask open-ended questions. And I already said it, put away the smartphone. So those were the tips for listening. Which one was your favorite of those tips?
Well, I think the one that where you said check your body language and think about your face. People think that I'm angry a lot, and I'm actually a really happy person.
You need to smile.
I know, and I feel like I do, and I feel like I'm happy. But when I'm thinking, then this is my thinking face. It's not very pleasant. Sure. So I got to work on that, because people are like, I'm sorry, did I say something? And I'm like, no, not at all. I'm out here and I'm thinking, and it looks like I'm being a jerk, but I'm not. So taking a breath and, relaxing your body is really important.
Maybe you should have a little sign that you could wear, like, this is my thinking face, when you start to think. Why not?
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. It won't hurt. It'll just make people laugh, probably. I'm making a sign right now.
Ooh. Can't wait to see it. My thinking face. Wow, Jethro writes his sign. Let's see how it turns out. My thinking face. I love it. Looks good, man.
Okay.
You got it. You rock it.
I'm ready. Here we go.
Ready. Cool. Well, we'll wrap up this video. We're trying to make it quicker for y'all and to enjoy and bite size. So that was tips for debating and tips on listening. And thank you so much for watching. It's Danny from Better Leaders, Better Schools.
And this is Jethro from Transformative Principal.
Hey, if you got any value from today's video, make sure you like it, share it on social media, click follow or subscribe wherever you're watching, and answer today's question of the day.
The question of the day is, how do you make your meetings better?
That's a great question. So in the comments below, what's one skill, one tip, one trick, something that you do to just level up your meetings just a little bit? Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye for now. How about you ask a question of the day today?